It's Babs on Life. Welcome back and welcome to my podcast, Heroin Creep. I wanted to make this podcast because I really am inspired by Brittany Broski and her kind of intricate explanation of how she explains things in her life and the things that she's seen, like different movies like Heat of Rivalry, one of the best shows. I absolutely love it. And then like a bunch of other things about her personal aspect in life, which is what I'm really kind of inspired by. And I absolutely admire her so much. So, Brittany, if you see this, God, you're amazing. Love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, this is Heron Creep. I got the idea from waking up in the middle of the night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, being like, wait, this is fire because you always hear about, oh, heroin chic, but it's like, we're not going to glamorize drugs here. Thank you. Thank you. So, what's the next best thing? Heroin with an E, right? Like Taylor Swift song. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna sing it because I don't want to get demonetized or whatever. I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, I thought heroin chic, heroin creep because I love haunted stuff. I love the paranormal. I love little conspiracy theories, whether they're true or not. It's just my favorite form of entertainment. So I thought, why not give you guys something to talk about too? But yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup and explain to you what's been going on, why I haven't really been posting a lot on YouTube and stuff. Y'all, I've had the craziest week of my life. Don't mind the Dodger shirt. This is for my cousin. He won his first boxing debut yesterday, so I'm so happy for him. He ate that down. Let's see. So yeah, I've just been like, I don't know. It's been so weird lately, and I'm just like so excited because my friend is having her prom today, her senior prom, and I'm so excited. I get to go pick her up and we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna eat Wingstop afterwards. Oh, I love Wingstop so much. It's so good. I love the ranch too. They like life is worth living. Also, don't mind how I like put on my makeup and everything, but it's just, oh my guys, it's life. It's life. Speaking of life, recently, I am in sort of like a moral dilemma, I guess, issue because it's so disappointing when like you really like somebody and it's just like it's killing them. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My mom came in and gave me some paperwork, but oh my gosh, you probably just really like admire somebody and then they turn out to be like, eh, it just it really sucks, and I don't know how to feel about it or what to do in my situation. I mean, I'm not going to name names and everything, but just like I don't know. The world is so crazy right now. We need more people with like that are firm in their opinions and don't veer off course, if that makes sense. It's just I don't know. Like don't get me wrong, they're a great person, but it's just like just changes the whole aspect of what's going on here. So yeah, I'm gonna start talking about what I would love to talk about on here. I mean, mostly my daily life and be like screaming like Brittany does, but I think it's so funny. I think it's absolutely hilarious, and I really, really, really like her. Yeah, I just maybe some like personal stuff of mine. I mean, I'm not going to name names, of course, because I'm not I'm not an idiot, right? But I really enjoy talking to people. I love talking about different things that I like. I love getting things off of my chest. I think it's very healthy that humans are capable of expressing feelings to one another and we're capable of our emotions as well. I just I don't know. I love the psychology of it. It's wonderful. It's great. It's beautiful. It really is. Don't mind the water bottle. This is not sponsored anyways at all. Just me having fun. Silent montage. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna be talking about like some personal stuff of mine. Not gonna name names again, but then ooh, like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about paranormal experiences because I have like five. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. And probably more. And probably more. Right? I absolutely love paranormal experiences. Like I said, I have five, about, or even more. I don't know. Yeah, I really love talking about the paranormal. I think it's so interesting. I'm actually doing a research paper on it called The Science Behind, or the Connection Between Religion, Spirituality, and Science. Oh, oh y'all, it's gonna eat. It's gonna eat. It's gonna eat. Oh, I'm literally so excited because I've always been interested in different religions and how they view different things in life. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And it directly ties into things like colonization too. That is such a big part of it that I could spend forever talking about it if I wanted to. I I really feel like those topics go hand in hand. And the saying how people are like, "Oh, your religion isn't better than mine," or like your religion is fake. The way that people say that is so disrespectful. I feel like because I didn't grow up religious, but I have seen and heard some people that have said that to others who have different religions. And it's like, you really shouldn't say that. Like, believe what you want to believe. That is your thing. That is how you were raised or how you feel. I respect that so much. But to tell it to another human being who has their own religious experiences is just, I don't, it bothers me so much because yeah, it really does. It really does. And that's why I'm doing this, because you have ancient cultures and religions that have different stories about this and that and their gods and their prophets and things. It's so interesting and I absolutely am very interested in it. I could I go on TikTok and just doom scroll for hours, right? And I'll come across this page that's like, oh, this is a story time about this god or this person and how this correlates to that. Oh, I'm a sucker for it. I totally am. I'm just like, oh, let me pop in my AirPods real quick and just, we're good. We're good. I see. I just totally went on a tangent for like 3 minutes, but it's totally worth it. It is totally worth it. And I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but it's just, I really feel it. I really feel like I'm gonna do so good on this. Give me anything I'm interested in, tear it up live, tear it up live. Like me talking about One Direction in 2020. You guys, y'all, we'd have to have a town meeting. Thank you. And I did. I talked for like 10, 20 minutes. And that's when my parents realized I have ADHD. Whoa. But yeah, going on with my second blush. By the way, nothing in this video is sponsored at all. At all. Just me yapping again. But continuing on, I also made this podcast because I'm only 19 and I'm still figuring out things in life, going through different experiences. Like, recently I've been dealing with like a lot of depression and like sadness and unmotivation. Like, I'll just zone out and be like, just totally out of it, right? Oh, my hands are changing different colors. Let me just fix my. Oh wait, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Is that better? That's better. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Going through different things. Maybe it's because I'm off my medicine. I just, it's been very, very interesting for me these past couple of weeks. And I feel like it's good to have these experiences and feel your emotions, because it is so important for us as human beings to feel the way that we feel in such a short amount of time. This could just sound like me just bullshitting, right? It's not. But we're social creatures and we need that human connection. We need that ability to connect with each other. And I feel like we're kind of destroying that in a way by using things like AI and Ignorance is really high right now, and I feel with everything that's going on in the world, it really is impactful at this moment because we're losing basic empathy due to so many conflicts. And it's really gutting. It's really gutting to see because I'm studying international relations, which which actually directly ties into politics. It it is so intricate in the way that people say, "Oh, we could solve this by doing that." And I went to this meeting that was about the future of the United Nations, right? And the next Secretary General who's going to take over from Guterres, right? But I quickly learned that politics, geopolitics, is a big role in it. It is detrimental because, like I'm saying, people just say, "Oh, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that." People don't want to negotiate now, and it's like, well, that's the whole purpose of the United Nations is to negotiate, kind of, because after World War II, we promised never again to have such a worse genocide and horrifying experience of world wars, right? I mean, from World War II and on, World War One and on, right? So we're losing basic empathy, and it's harder than it looks. It's harder than people realize when they say, "Oh, we can boycott this thing or that or this and that." It ties directly into so many aspects of like economics and how I said geopolitical stuff. I wish it was as simple as it sounds because you have corporations owning other corporations that are huge, and then you have other people that are paying corrupt politicians and stuff, and it's a big scary moment for people because we're losing jobs, we're losing people are going missing, and it's just, I don't know. People are getting fired, people are getting arrested. I mean, there's so many protests going on that we as a society really have to care for each other and put aside our differences and realize, hey, we're all human at the end of the day. We all live on this one earth. We are so incredibly important to our earth that we have to work together. People are so focused on their differences, especially since COVID happened, that we're just going back and forth between, oh, you're different than that, you're different than me, I'm different than you. We have like differences, but it's like, no, you take a step back and you realize we are all so important as human beings with our animals, with our environment, with our ozone layers and everything around us, right? I know I'm just yapping right now and it sounds like, oh, blah, 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 saying a whole lot of nothing, but I do have a point here. And this is why I wanted to make that podcast, Heroin Creep, because heroin is such a word that you have like, not in the way of like drugs, but in the way of like, oh, a hero, right? You know what I mean? Catch my drift, right? But also in a way that ties directly into my sense of security, like heroin creep, helping heroes help, right? I love helping people. But in the terms of creep, is like paranormal experiences, which ties directly together, which is, again, why I made this podcast. But going back to the whole geopolitical thing and boycotting and all that, it's much more difficult than it looks, which is why we have things like sanctions, right? Being like, hey, we're going to stop you from doing that, and you're going to stop us from doing this. And it ties directly into tariffs and things like that, and G20, G7, all of these different meetings that have coincided with different countries, right? Or states in terms of international relations, right? Countries and states are the same thing in international relations, not like states in India or states in the US or states totally all across the world, right? Not like, oh my gosh, I almost said Canada. Girl, I'm running out of breath here, but not Canada. Canada's a country. Do they have states? I'm not sure. I'll look that up after this. But you know what I mean, like states like New Mexico and this and that. But politics die, like politics dies. But politics is so interconnected in this, is that people really can't get anything done because it's like, oh, these two countries are buddy buddy, but these two countries are like fighting against each other, right? So it's like, oh, if that person does that, then this other country is going to go to war with that one, right? So it's like it's really hard to get things done, is what I learned in that meeting, because you have so many people that are like, oh, buddy buddy, but then we hate you. You understand? So I really wish people would like look into ge- geographical politics, because it is so much more than people realize. And I feel like we are on that track now. But again, it is so damaging to some people that have been through so many experiences in their lives due to things like wars and genocide and things like that. It is heartbreaking. And I see people at the school, and it's like they have gone through so many things, and I meet people from different countries, and I'm always talking to them being like, hey, how was it coming over here? Were you born in the US, or were you born in that specific country? When did you move here? How did you like it? What can you say about like that part of the world's viewpoints on the US and our viewpoints on you, and how it ties directly into things like, one of the biggest things I've learned is colonization and globalization, how they go directly, how they're directly intertwined with each other, right? I mean, we can totally see that from things like slavery and like dude, things like that. And you have people immigrating from different countries into here, right? It is so heartbreaking that these stories that people have, like for example, I've been looking into my ancestry because I'm very curious about where I come from. I love talking to people that I love and care about, and understanding what's going on with them and their lives. So I feel like going back into our ancestry can really help decolonize our minds and the way that we are as humans. Like you think of people with hairstyles and clothing and so much more than that. So much more than that. So like I'm saying, going back into our ancestry is so beautiful, but also so terrifying at the same time, because for me, I'm blessed to know where I come from. That is a true blessing, because you have people who are being murdered and slaughtered and all of the above, being brought here from another continent to work, right? Work. Forced labor. It is one of the most horrific things that has ever happened in this country. And it's still going on today, all across the world, not just in America, right? I mean, growing up, for example, you learn about these different things. You learn about what happened with the Native Americans, and then the slave trading. It is so horrific, which is why I'm again pointing out you are a blessing in the way that all of these people that have come before you and your ancestors all came together to create you. And life is so important. I don't know how we got here, but that's what I'm saying, is that to look inside ourselves and our ancestry and realize that in and itself, the way we are blessed to be around the people that we love and the people that we come from, and recognize this is where my heritage lies. Like for me, I have really deep ties to Ireland, right? For my family, my dad's side of the family, which I deeply love and care about. I think Ireland's beautiful, beautiful place, and I really hope they find peace there. It's a beautiful country, and I would love to visit there sometime. I really would. Even Scotland. So that's my point. Ancestry is beautiful. It is a blessing to know where you come from, and we must recognize that colonization plays a big part of it, because a lot of people don't know where they come from and feel disconnected from their families. Thank you. I'm gonna get some water. But continuing on, how does my makeup look? It looks good. I like it. Well, I've been talking for 20 minutes. This is insane. I can't wait to upload this because it is so, so important. And I love talking about this, like I said. But on the other hand, paranormal experiences. I don't know if you guys have ever had paranormal experiences, but like I said, cinco. I don't know the word for experiences in Spanish because your girl's a no sabo kid, unfortunately. But I'm learning, which I'm really excited about. I'm so excited because going back to the ancestry thing, I feel like I'm so disconnected from my Mexican heritage because, like I said, colonization. And when my abuela came over here from Mexico City, I've been looking into it and being like, hey, this is where she come from. This is where she comes from. This is where her family comes from. Like Sinaloa, right? I don't know the geography of Mexico, so please don't get mad at me. But it is very difficult because you have you've had countries like Spain come over and colonize, right? So you don't really get those records of your family and your ancestors, which is why I feel more connected to my dad's side of the family than my mom's side of the family, right? That is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But moving on, travel is a big part of my experiences. So I would love to talk about my Europe trip. I would absolutely love to talk about my Europe trip. I have a poster of Anne Frank here from the house, and it says the beginning of the world does wonderful is wonderful. So something about like how wonderful it is for the world to be something. That's the gist of it. I got it in Dutch because I wanted to be more authentic, and I know I sound like a weird American, but it's like it's coming from her own words, and I feel like we shouldn't erase or Americanize different experiences, right? Exactly. I love talking about this. It gets me going because yeah, like I mentioned, it's just beautiful. And I will talk to you about continuing on. I will talk to you about my experiences in Europe. Oh, I had so much fun. I had so much fun. It was absolutely crazy at different times, but I really feel like the importance of travel really deep colonizes your mind. And I feel like this is one of the topics that I'll put in the title of the video today. Be like, get ready with me in my makeup while talking about international relations, colonization, and heritage. Awesome! Right? We're at 23 minutes. Isn't that crazy? Wow. I've really been feeling good about doing this, and it's really making me happy. And I feel like, so I keep saying I feel like, but talking about your experiences and how you feel. And whoa, did you see that? My whole like, whoa, the powder went everywhere. But yeah, I really urge you to look on ancestry.com or into your heritage if possible and dig deep because I've had to kind of redo my ancestry thing because it is so there's so many people out there in the world that it's like, hey, that's actually not your ancestry. So I had to redo my tree sometimes because I'll get the wrong information, right? And another thing is the use of AI is like at first I thought it was like a good idea. Like, yeah, of course, like that's so cool, new innovation, right? But learning that it takes so much away from our earth and like people's jobs and stuff and our human creativity, that's not good. That is not good. I mean, this is obvious, right? But it's just like we're so creative and have done so many things as humans in like the so many millions of years of us being on this planet, right? And even not just from that, but even the dinosaurs like creating different things and walking different paths, and we have their bones and footprints in the earth still, and the way that we can preserve that, it is so cool. It is so fascinating. I'm sorry, I'm yapping still, but I'm really fascinated by this. I feel like it's very important. Let me see. Let me see what else. Other than that, I've been cleaning my house today. I'm probably gonna go ice skating with my parents, my mom. My dad's birthday is today. I'm so excited. I love my dad. He's so silly. He's literally my goat, guys. Wow, 25 minutes. What else should we talk about? But I'm probably gonna finish this. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is the importance of mental health recently. Like I've been saying, is that I've been feeling really under the weather, is like a good way I can put it, I guess, but not like in a way that I'm like sick. I think one way that I am so emotionally on edge right now because of certain things that have happened in the past weeks and emotions left over. Sorry, my and emotions left over, right? Sorry, my like whole hand is in front of my mouth, but in certain aspects of life, is that what I said? I lost my train of thought right there, but in certain aspects of life, is that going through these different challenges and feeling your emotions. I love that. And I've been kind of pulling that more to the surface in explaining how I feel to family or even friends. Because to talk about your feelings is incredible. And I've been really feeling grateful, which I'm happy about because that's the theme of my yoga class this week, or even last week or this week? Last week. Which I feel has been instilled in me by my instructor, and she's great. Literally, I will glaze her till the end of the earth, right? Because first of all, she kind of helped to bring me out of like a stress induced, not coma, that's not the right word, but like era where I was just so stressed and angry about certain things in my life that I really didn't know how to process them. But I feel eternally grateful for her in a way that yoga really empowers you and you find inner strength in how you do things in your life and the way that you think. Because after that first semester, I'm taking my second semester right now, but after that first semester, or maybe a couple months in, I was just feeling incredible. I started smiling more. I wasn't so angry at people. I wasn't so angry at myself for things that I hadn't learned to let go yet. And I still feel like I feel that, but without that class, I don't know where I would be. I mean, my physical health has gone up, my mental health has gone up, and especially my emotional, right? Because like I said, it was a dark place for me at that time. I was struggling severely because I just graduated high school and I was kind of still figuring my way out of things, but that class is really something special, which I feel like the gratefulness that she has instilled in all of us in the class, I will truly cherish that at the end of the day. But where was I going before this? Do you guys remember? I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, feeling grateful has been on my mind. And oh, I was talking about like the depression thing, but I think it's like my stomach has been weird and like bubbly, if that makes sense. I don't want to get like too TMI, but it's like it hurts. And it's like I'm getting sharp pains. I don't know if it's because I'm gonna be on my period or not. Who knows? But I've been feeling like this for months. I've been feeling nauseous. I almost passed out at work. It was horrifying. But I did see my psychiatrist recently, and she said it's probably because you're not. I have to eat before I take my medicine, right? And she was like, "Yeah, it's probably that." And I was like, "You're right." But today I ate, and then I took my medicine like I'm supposed to, right? But then I was doing something, and then I just started feeling like blacking out again. Like my head felt heavy. I felt exhausted. I could feel my vision like closing out on me. It was horrifying. I will never forget that experience or those experiences of almost fainting because you lose total control of your body. And I understand how people, it's like, oh, how do you faint? Like, just grab onto something. It's like, I've heard some people say that, which is wild. But it's like, you do lose part of yourself in a way. Because at work, I was hanging from one of the bars. It's like a gym place, right? So it's like, I was hanging from the ladder that you can like go like that and your spine like decompresses, right? And then I looked up and I was kind of keeping my scapula tight, right? Because I didn't want to like pull my shoulders, right? So as I was getting down, oh, my dog's dreaming in the back. My baby, she's so cute. But as I was like going down, I felt my like vision go like that. Like it was like that. Is that like that? Does that make, yeah. I'm sorry. But he was literally closing out on me, like just getting darker and darker and darker. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die in this house. Like I'm gonna die in this house. And I'm getting down, right? And my vision is like going black. So I'm like stumbling like I slipped on a cartoon, like I'm a cartoon, slipping on a banana peel. I'm like, whoa, I didn't scream because I was freaking out. And then I get down and like the way that is like I work with little kids, so it's like getting down from the ladder was like okay, there's one, and then step down and there's a mat, and then step down and there's the floor. So I was like, oh, ah! So then I fell forward and I was like, help me, and then I slammed down like that. And in the distance, I see my coworkers laughing at this kid, and my vision's still going like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, help me, y'all. It was so stressful, and I just sat there like, call an ambulance, call an ambulance, especially for me. I was like, uh oh, uh oh. So yeah, that was my little tangent, and I've been feeling like that for months. I haven't fainted for months, but I don't know what this feeling is and why my stomach has been so weird. I mean, it's I also found out I have a peanut allergy, and that sucked. I was getting hives and breaking out, but I got EpiPen, so I'm good. Don't try to poison me, please. I will create a contingency plan against you. Uno reverse, like Batman. Speaking of, I am so ready for Sebastian Stan to play in the new Batman. Oh my gosh. I am so freaking excited, dude. He's gonna eat down. I have already seen like potential possible pictures of what he's gonna look like or promo pics. I don't even know if they're out yet. Maybe it's just possible promo pics, but idea drawings, what are they called? Whatever. Promo possible ideas of what his Harvey Dent is gonna look like. But dude, I'm so excited. I literally screamed out loud. And my family's like, Abby, are you okay? And I was like, I'm better than okay. And also, him and Annabelle Wallace are having a baby. It's a rumor, I think, but I really believe it. I'm like, they're having a baby. Literally, love that for him. Love that for them. They are adorable, and I love them so much. Maybe that sounds pro-social. It probably does. But you know what? It's okay. Support your favorite actors, guys. I know I found out she was Grace from from Peaky Blinders, I was like, Sebastian Stan, kill him always, pow pow, pow pow pow, to quote Anthony Mackie. Right? Love that. But that is so cute because Sebastian Stan is my celebrity crush. But you know what? Whatever. Be happy for your celebrity crushes. It's not like I'm gonna marry him anyways. But you know what? Whatever. I admire him because he's a great actor. He's standing up to Trump. He's evil. I don't like that. I can't say that. Well, I don't like President Trump. There we go. I said it. It's like, who doesn't these days? And if you don't hate him, that's you. I'm not going to hate on your political party or association. That's you. And that's another thing I've learned is like, don't hate on people due to their political views, even though political views sounds weird. I really hate that term because it's like, you can have political views on like economics and stuff, but human rights is like, I don't know. That's the one thing where I stand like very iffy on, because if you're saying that children shouldn't be like murdered, that's okay. But if you say, oh, but they did that and that, like, what? It blows my mind how some people just excuse murder of children and people in other countries for something that they probably didn't even do themselves. You get it? But I'm not going to hate on anybody's political views. Human rights views, if you say, oh, these people shouldn't have human rights because blah, 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 it's like, are they human beings? Yes. Did they pay your taxes? Probably not. So, girl. Okay, now I just feel rage baited. I just rage baited myself. But yeah. I feel so pretty in today. So feminine. Hello. Can I close this? Yeah. That is my makeup for today. Oh, I'm getting so good at this. So feminine. Also, another thing, smiling friends. I haven't seen the last episode, so please do not hate me. Please do not hate me. Please do not hate me or spoil anything. Please don't. Please don't. Because I would cry. I'm gonna cry. Right? Also, this thing, Burberry Goddess. This is not sponsored, but literally my favorite perfume. I got this and then a travel spray because my other one was literally on its last life. Last life right there. I was like, oh. And it lasted me like 2 years. Like, I love that thing so much. So much. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to my 38-minute and probably 39-minute podcast, video, YouTube, whatever. I'm probably going to post this on YouTube and tell you to go follow my. Oh, I'll post it on both.